Hello, everybody. Thank you again for being here for the Countdown 2025. And today I am very happy to receive Adam. Adam is an inspiring and very versatile in what he does. He's a neurodiverse individual who has transformed his journey from being a fat guy in remission into an award-winning writer, comedian, actor, and voice artist. He's also a best-selling author, keynote speaker, and facilitator. Beyond his professional accolades, he's a burger lover, a dog lover, a cat guy, and most proudly, the best dad ever. And he does have a cup that says it, right?
A mug, yeah.
Beautiful. So, Adam, thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to cut to the chase and go straight into why is everything fun for you? Like, what's the laugh thing?
Well, when it comes to humor, I think humor is what helps the world go round. Funny is a factor in many different things, especially for me. I mean, when it comes to selling something or getting someone to buy in to what it is you're looking to, whether it's your idea, product, your service, or even just your opinion, it helps to have the skill set of mental agility, spontaneity, being comfortable in your own skin when you have no clue what's coming at you. And as an improviser, I find thinking like an improviser is extremely helpful for virtually anyone out there. As I had mentioned, I am a neurodiverse individual. I was labeled disabled as a little boy, and they said he's brilliant. He's got a immense level IQ, but he's severely ADHD. Then they started telling my parents all the things that were going to be a problem, like keeping work, relationships, competitive sports. Now, and I was sitting right there, so I'm smart enough to go back and read a dictionary and see that deficit. Ooh, that's not a good word. I'm a deficit, a disorder, a disability. So for years, I kind of felt broken. And as I had mentioned to you earlier, I ended up at around 420 plus pounds, miserable, divorced, broke, depressed, and really kind of changed my life when I decided to really just let go and just be who I am. All the bull BS it just vanished. I just stopped with anything that wasn't just true or strong or real or looking for something. The idea of ego and status and celebrity or fame, all of that, which I wanted as I was younger, I've really learned to what it is that I want is I want happiness. I want to spend the time. Time has become a real important factor to me. I don't like to waste it. And my main thing is I've been very fortunate that dollar is not what drives me right now. I've been fortunate enough to do well enough where the dollars are not what bother me right now or worry me. It's what's going on in the world is what worries me. And if I can help others to get out of your head and know that you're perfect just the way you are, and if you live right now, you'll have so much more opportunities and offers for happiness that so often we just miss because we're too busy in here thinking about things that are upsetting us, making us anxious, fearful, all this stuff. And it's our own thoughts and our own doing. And we control our thoughts. They don't control us. Not everyone believes that or understands it, but it is true. Change that state. You're thinking of something that really is not pleasant. Don't think about that. Think about something else. And if you're
Yeah.
like obsessed on it, then change your state in some way. There are many ways. Anthony Robbins says that. Something like that. You change your physical. Me, I visualize people throwing cow poop. As crazy as that sounds, there are actual people that have events, big events, hundreds and people come and they have to pick their perfect cow poop. Who can throw this chip? They call them cow chips as far as they can. And there's video all over the internet. You could find it, so you can visualize in your head that I'm upset, I'm real pissy, and you know what? There are people somewhere in this world throwing cow poop and having a blast doing it. And I'm mad at what's it's. Let's get out of it. And just different thought process. I'm now somewhere else. So it's a weird thing to say, but it's true.
It
It
is
works
very
for me.
interesting, though. I mean, I'm very visual, so I'm actually seeing the whole action
It's
happening in front of my eyes.
it's crazy. It's like people, but you know what? It's a fun thing. They're like sun drenched. It's basically just dirt in a pile, but it did still come out of a cow. And people, there are piles of them. And they're like fighting who has the best. No, that's my chip. I want that chip. This chip's gonna go further to your chip. It's just I don't know. It's just a very odd way to change your state of being. is just put that in the fact that that exists and it is here. Just a momentary thought of that should hopefully get you out of whatever that thought that you were thinking that was upsetting you. Because
Yeah,
we,
for
we, we
sure.
do it all the time. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
So, can you share a moment or an experience that sparked your passion for what you do, and how does this passion translate into the work that you offer?
Well, it all really changed. I was in the production world. I did television production, award shows, coaches shows, highlight shows, that kind of stuff. And my father was the guy who started the company. And but before that, he was a performer for years. And he had a partner. They made it to the Ed Sullivan Show. They were pretty good. Then they eventually broke up. His partners ended in the PR world. Dad ended up in the production business. And 40 years later, 50 years later, my mom was doing certain events, and they would be the entertainment at the event. And one year, Barry couldn't make it. His partner was snowed in wherever he was. He said, "Adam, you're going to do the act with me." No, no. Again, I was like over 400 pounds. I'd never really been on a stage in front of people. I played the drums a little bit, but that was in the back. And it was just not something I was interested in. So I said, no, 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 no. And then everyone started hawking me to do it with my dad. And I did. Eventually, I said, okay. And we're ready to go. And just before we go on, you ever hear the roller coaster experience, where you're getting on and you're just about to go and everyone's going and you're like, I don't want to look like a total wimp, but I don't feel good, guys. I feel a little nauseous. Maybe it's something I ate. I'm gonna have to. I kind of had that happening. I was like, Dad, I don't feel good. I'm a little clammy. He's like, baby, I love you. If this isn't something you want to do, it's okay. I'm not gonna force you, and just it's really okay. At that point, now he's saying that, but it's like a reverse psych. I gotta do this. So I said okay, and I did it. 5 seconds in, I'm walking up and I'm literally shaking physically, and I feel that they can see me shaking. So I start shaking even more, like over exaggerating, and I get a laugh. Ooh, I continue. Like now we're like 10 seconds in, and I realize, oh my gosh, there's so many people out there. It's like, I'm like, 15 seconds in, it's my turn. Blah, 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 blah. I did my thing. I get another big laugh. Now I'm feeling it. It's like something I've never felt this in my life. This particular feeling, this high, whatever you want to call it, this energy. And at this point now, I'm real comfortable, and the thing's about to end. Our bit is at, and Dad grabs the mic to close it out, and I pull it away from him, and I closed it out because he was right. I've seen this thing since I was a baby. I know this act from the beginning to the end, and his face of excitement that my son is now a Stewart brother. That's what they call themselves, and it was amazing. Now, here's the thing: the reason why I say this story based on the question you asked is, if I kept with my no, my entire life would be completely different because it took me to get up on that stage and say that yes to do it. And I feel the universe, or God, if you prefer, were communicating clearly with my father that, Dad, this is now the time. It has to happen now, because less than 30 days later, he died. So I didn't
Mm.
get another opportunity to do it. It was really the only shot, the one shot. It happened, and it was meant to be, because 15 seconds in, my life changed. Everything changed. My thought process about who I am, what I can do, and how I got a reaction and that feeling. I wanted that again. So after he was gone, I started doing some improv and performing, and then we won the national championship, and I was named an all-star. And then I said, I want to try this out. And I auditioned for a movie. I got a movie. Then I got a commercial. Then I got a cartoon. And then I got on Broadway. I mean, none of this. I never trained for any of it. It was just something. And by the way, I ended up losing 160 pounds. I got remarried. I was married once before, but that didn't take. Like I said, and now I have 3 delicious children. I'm married 23 years. Just 2 weeks ago, we hit our anniversary,
Wow,
and my
congratulations.
bucket list is empty. I could honestly say I've emptied my bucket list. Right now, my goal is to help as many people as I possibly can to understand that it's okay. All the other stuff that's making you nuts, let it go. Get it out of your current process of thinking this moment, because right now is all we have. And we've heard it before in many different cool ways of saying it, but it's a present is the present. No, but the truth is as an improviser, if I'm thinking about something else, nothing's coming in. There's no way information come in because I'm busy with my brain's operating super system. But when I'm focused on now looking, listening, I'm learning about what's going on. Something triggers, it hits, And then the big factor is trusting that it's okay. And I go out and I do it, and boom, I get a laugh. Once in a while, maybe a chuckle, maybe even but it's okay, because if I didn't, I would get nothing. And I don't mind that silence. I don't mind a groaner once in a while. But what I do love is seeing somebody start off in any session, whether I'm coaching, whether I'm speaking, whether I'm doing a facilitation, and see, you know, nervous and really uncomfortable. And at the end, they're ready to rock and roll and just be, let go, just be. That's kind of my whole thing.
Mm.
My purpose is to put smiles on faces and help others to do the same. And in everything that I do, whether it's a TV show for Disney and The Voice doing something silly, or stand-up comedy, or just whatever it is, if I can get people to smile and get them to understand that everything's okay and that they're okay inside, and that they can do things that you'd be amazed at. An improviser pulls stuff out that people are like, how in the world did they do? Well, guess what? We begin to trust this mechanism and all the stuff that's already in there. So, and I also, by the way, I'm ADHD. I'm ADHD poster child. They labeled me disabled as a little boy. I re-diagnosed myself with hyper awareness. I have
Yeah.
a faster than normal brain, and it helps. But as you can see, I could ramble on and ramble on. So I will stop and let you speak for a moment there. But
Well,
it's
let's
passion.
let's let's go into improvisation. Yes, and
Yes, and exactly, that's what it's all about.
so
No
when
blocks, everything. Yes.
exactly. So when someone works with you, what you do, what is the impact in their life or on their goals?
Well, it depends on the type, because I work with a number of different types of situations. I work
Mhm.
with corporate world with a big bunch of executives, or I work with a lot of entrepreneurial work, the EO, Entrepreneurs Organization. I work with a lot of forums where there are like presidents and leadership that get together and help and work with each other. I do things like MC as a master of ceremonies for events. I do coaching, but the main thing right now is speaking and getting out there. When I'm dealing with coaching, I do a lot with ADHD kids, and again, I work with something I call my personal life coach that came out of left field. I was working with a young student in college with ADHD and was really having a hard time just managing day to day life. And he said, "What is it that you do that helps you to get by and to have success in whatever you're doing?" And I thought about it. And I started writing it down. Lists are real important to me. If I don't have lists, things are not going to get done. Then alarms let me know, because I have the list tells me what to make an alarm for. Then I have to make it a reminder that the alarm is coming from the list that I made a line for. And the last is to repeat it, repetition, to always do it. And of course, there's a Y left in the name Larry, because Larry is what I call it. And that's the word yes. Again, say yes a lot more than you say no. So lists, alarms, reminders, repetition, say yes. That's Larry. That's something I really do my best to get people to understand, that little system there works well for me, a person with a hyper aware brain that can, go left, right, up, down, and all that. It keeps me forward and getting things done. That's one of the
Larry,
main things.
I'm gonna make him my new friend.
There you go. My personal life coach, and anyone's welcome to have.
Awesome. So if you could leave the audience with one powerful intention or affirmation to carry them into 2025, what would it be and why?
It would be let go and just be. Trust that you are okay. Believe in yourself, because that self doubt, that inner critic, is you. It's me. It's me giving myself a bunch of crap that I don't need. I like to use the example that you see in films with an angel and a devil on your shoulder. And I find the angel is God or the universe giving you the answers you're really looking for, the answer. And the devil is me trying to control or manipulate the answers to come out the way I want it to be, because it might not have worked out exactly what I was. That's what I see. So to me, if you could just let go, get out of your head, because those things that upset you, give you fear, gives you anxiety, and most of them are self-induced thoughts. And these self-induced thoughts are created by ourselves. We have the choice to not do that. So if I could leave you with one thing, believe in yourself, because you're perfect just the way you are. If you weren't, you'd be something else. Maybe a potato. I have no idea, but at least you're you, and you can do things that you have no idea you can do. Trust yourself. Risk a little more. ask for what you want and say yes. There you go.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Adam, for your time. I
My
know
pleasure.
that everybody is going to enjoy your gift so much. And
Well,
if you
anyone's welcome to reach out and say hello. I have a website, adamseitz.com. That's SIETZ. I also bought EITZ, just in case, you never know. But you call and I have a little click, book time with me, or email or something, or reach out, say hello. If you have any questions, you have any needs, anything that you like, say hello, ask. I'd love to help in any way. And again, as I said, the dollar is not what drives me. So if that's what might hold you back, don't let it hold you back. Reach out, say hello.
And we're also going to put all of your links below.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you very much for your time, for your gift, for everything that you bring to this world, and keep on being yes and.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Big
Have
hugs.
an amazing day.
You too.